Some faith leaders today demanded the nation continue to hold law enforcement officers accountable. The group says the work is not done despite the guilty verdict in the Derek Chauvin trial. As Fox 5's Brian Hill reports now, the activists want immediate change when it comes to what they call the broken justice system and policing system.
The faith leaders believe the country shares a collective feeling of grief right now over issues involving policing. They say while this has a lot to do with politics, it's also about morality, and that's why they're speaking out.
I believe that God is angry.
Faith leaders from across the country, including Georgia, convened Wednesday afternoon to condemn their complaints of white supremacy in policing and police brutality.
We must focus on reducing policing and expanding community services. We must pass legislation such as the Breathe Act.
In wake of the guilty verdicts in the Derek Chauvin trial, the activists demand that this accountability continues.
The work doesn't stop here. Our hearts are heavy for George Floyd's family and families of victims of police violence all across this country and even in the world.
Like the family of Matthew Williams, who was killed by a DeKalb County police officer last week at his home. Investigators say the shooting happened after police responded to reports of a man with a large knife at an apartment complex on Terrace Trail.
Matthew Derek Williams, a name that means justice, of righteousness. And now his family begins to grieve and to prepare for his committing to the ground.
This group contends policymakers nationwide still pass laws that support policing that aids in systemic racism.
Help bridge that gap by taking action, right? To donate, to march, to call our elected officials, to run for something.
We need a call for the federal investigations into a broader problems of police abuse and systemic racism.
The group here says this situation is a moral dilemma and they need to help make this all make sense.
We are charged with trying to make morality work, make morality mean something to people, make it mean more than politics or guns or the Second Amendment.
Brian Hill, Fox 5 News.
We're adjourned.